down in this area is so immense. I never anticipated having seen this kind of need. The food has really blossomed into much more than I ever anticipated. We started out with 20 families coming here. It's hard to really know how much food they have available. That's why we're here, is to give people food, and when we don't have it, it hurts. You're sending them away with nothing, and that's not a good thing. We got a lot of people that need help with rent, a lot of people that need help with utilities, furniture, and all kinds of things. So because of Roadrunner, we're able to get food. You know, it's a calling for all of us, I think, to help others in need. I just appreciate everything that Roadrunner does and all the people that support Roadrunner. I mean, they're making this happen. If it wasn't for, you know, the generosity of people, we wouldn't be able to do this. So that's emotional for me because I see the good it's doing.
I worked since I was 11. I used to be a newspaper girl. I used to deliver newspapers. I was married for almost 35 years before my husband passed away. I live in a fixed income. I have myself and my 3 grandkids. My granddaughter living with me also. There's a newborn baby in the house. All the kids are under 6. I'm a very nice person, and I'm always helping people. With the little bit I got, I share. This month has been very bad for me, very, very bad. And I did a lot of crying, but I got my rent paid, which is good. Not my clothes washed, but that's okay. I can always wash my hand. Places like this, they help us. At least we're eating and we're surviving in this world. Times are hard, and we just get by. We really do. I'm just grateful that places like the church and where we can get food, it's good.
We work with families in need. I work with the teachers and the social workers. When we compile our list in the beginning of the year, we put a lot of time and thought into it. And then I'll go to the teachers, is there any other kids that you think we should substitute in? So I get a lot of feedback from the teacher and the social worker. One of the teachers came to speak to me with tears in his eyes and said one of the students was so excited to get the food because he said now he was going to be able to tell his mom that they had food for tonight. They love when they receive the food bags because they get them at the end of the day and take them home for the weekend. Just based on their feedback, they don't have any food at home and they're hungry. I always think if it's one child who's in desperate need of food, I'll keep doing it.
In my first year when I came in, I could see the need that our families had. So right away I learned about things that were in the community and how I could help those families. And as soon as I could, I got myself on a waiting list at Roadrunner, and it took a few years, but I finally got on the Food for Kids program. The need is there for sure. It makes a huge difference in our kids' lives. So we get 98 servings a week. The way that we choose our families is we do have a pretty large Title I homeless population. So I go off of that list. I go off of the kids that are up on the mesa who I know struggle with, some of them don't have electricity and water, and then also teacher referrals. If a teacher comes to me and says, this kid is hungry every morning, he says he doesn't have food at home for the weekend, then definitely I would plug him in. And I know how grateful our families are for these programs. Each child gets a serving of food, a couple milks, a juice, and it might not look like a lot to some people, but to these kids, you can just see their little faces light up and how important it is, and to the families who struggle, who that might be the snacks that those kids have for the weekend.
I lost my job, and then I was in an auto accident and I had recuperation time and couldn't work, and you fall behind and you get to choose between the electric bill and food, medicine and food, gas and food. It is difficult. You don't know which choice to make, you know. Obviously, food for your family is going to come first, but without electricity, you can't cook it. Without water, you can't keep them in the house. If you're impaired right now, temporarily or permanently, you're in a bad spot. And when you can stop on a spot and actually get help, that's fantastic. And for that minute, for that half hour, for that day, you breathe a little better. Well, it's humiliating the first time you come here. You know, you're coming here with your hand out and just so thankful for any little thing you get, you know, because that's going to sustain you and your family. And then you have to face the fact that you did not provide this. When you have a child involved, you don't have a choice. There is no choice. Your pride is in your pocket, and you're done. Thank God there's a place to go, because what would you do? What would you do? I don't know.